We got through the Messina Strait yesterday, which was a little hairy, particularly towards the end with all the ferries going through. We made it here to this bay where we stayed last night. This is the island of Volcano in the Aeolian Isles, which are just off the northern coast of Sicily. This is the eastern side of it. We've got easterly winds at the moment, but we were prepared to put up with them for the day because it's about midnight. It's supposed to turn westerly and then get very strong. So we wanted this to be a good anchorage. Unfortunately, it's not. Storm in the Western Mediterranean, and we're copying a bit of it now.
There's that black boat, the black ketch that was by us last night.
No, that's a different one.
Sure?
Yeah, the last one was a ketch. That's a yawl. Yawl.
What's the difference between a yawl and a ketch?
The masts, they're similar heights, but the mizzen, typical mizzen mast at the back there, is taller or the same height as the main.
It really is quite confusing, but to try and put it a little more simply, this is a yawl. See the little mast right at the back? This is a schooner, and this is a ketch. Yachts like ours are sloops, and these are more common.
Apparently there's a thing that says you're supposed to be 300 metres off the shore, and clearly none of them are. So the Guardia Costiera is telling them off, and we'll see if they move shortly. So this big yawl on the left hand side there was told to move, and the big motor yacht on the right hand side was also told to move. We left the Aeolian Islands, and they were quite nice. They were very rugged, we found, and but you know, quite a sight. They actually reminded us a lot of New Zealand I guess with the volcanic nature of the place. Unfortunately, we never got off the boat the whole time we were there. We had some strong winds which kept us in the lee of the land, which was on the eastern side, and it was unfortunate that the anchorages weren't that good. So, whilst we put out plenty of chain to make sure that we didn't move, and I guess in the end we didn't, sometimes you're just not that confident that your anchor's going to hold. So we decided that we wouldn't get off the boat in the end, and unfortunately all of the marinas were full, so we couldn't go in there and go and explore the land either. Seeing the sulphur top of the volcano was pretty cool, because we were on the ocean obviously, and yeah, it was pretty close. We were very impressed with the water clarity. Was just crystal clear. It was so nice. We were anchored in one of the bays just off Volcano Island, and it had clear water. We were in 8 meters, and you could clearly see, no pun intended, the grass on the bottom of the seabed. There certainly seemed to be like a weekend culture of Italians and Sicilians that go there, because it's, I guess, it's not too far for anyone really, but a powerboat would get there in next to no time. But there was so many people anchored up off Lipari, which is the main island, and there's a sandbar that comes out on the eastern side that we anchored in, and there was just hundreds of boats there. There wasn't a lot to do except party on the boat. That's what people seemed to do and loved it. The other thing that was really interesting was that they had fishermen. The local fishermen would come out and go up and down throughout the flotilla that's anchored just off the coast and try and sell you some fresh fish. We didn't buy any, but because we still had quite a bit of tuna that we caught on the way over. And these little kids came up and offered to take our rubbish away for a small fee. Again, we had recently dumped our rubbish, so we didn't need to do that either. And watching the seaplane was really cool. They had a fire up in the hills just behind where we were anchored, and the seaplane was incredible. It would just come down like it was landing, and as it came down, I guess it's got chutes that it opens and fills the guts of it up with salt water, shuts it, and then takes off again, and then takes it up to the top and just dumps it on the fire. It must have done it, I don't know how many, a dozen times or more that we saw anyway.
So now we're heading back to Sicily.
Put that on film.
Yeah, right.
Gavin woke up grumpy bum this morning.
He did not.
I've had a swim, I feel much better.
Let me know when you want to finish talking.
See?